Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's session. This is at my channel where we normally talk about any matter of interest, basically ranging from politics to social issues, relationship status, and so on and so forth. So today we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic concerning Kennedy Agyapong and his expression of wanting to be president for the 2024 elections, which will be happening soon, 2 years from now. So let us know what you think about Kennedy Agyapong. Would he make a good president? Would he be able to even scale the primaries? Okay, let's know what you think in the comment section. In the meantime, if you like my videos, you can hit the subscribe button so that you can continue to see more of my content. Good. Now, Kennedy Agyapong has expressed interest in vying for the top job in the country, which is that of president, okay? Of course, he will first of all have to scale the internal elections or the flag bearership race, which will be happening within his own party, which is the New Patriotic Party, okay? He would most likely be competing against some very heavy weights in the party. Dr. Bawumia, who is currently vice president, and also Henry Korte and people like, Alan Chairman and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, a lot of people have passed comments here and there as to whether the timing is right, whether he will make a good president or not. All of these concerns have been raised. But before I get down into my opinion on this matter, you can put your comments down there. Let us know what you think about Kennedy Agyapong. Do you think he's going to be a fine president? Do you think he's going to win the primaries in the first place? Do you think that his persona and character and would befit the presidency? These are things that we will be interested in. Good. So we are back and we are looking at Kennedy Agyapong and his quest and his expression of wanting to be president during the 2024 elections. First of all, like I said, he has the primaries to scale, and that is going to be really tough. Those who have declared intention so far, we have Dr. Bawumia, we have Alan Cash or Alan Chairman. These are two heavyweights who are heavily funded, and in fact, it's going to be a very tight contest. Okay, so Kennedy Agyapong, please, if you are not, you've not made up your mind fully, please do not venture into this area because there are heavyweights waiting for you in the corner. Okay, Alan Chairman has wanted to be president or has wanted to be flag bearer for a very long time. Even he contested Akufo-Addo, nearly won during the last contest and so on. It was very competitive, and I expect that he is going to be the top, or he's tipped to be the front runner, if you like, for this particular race or going into the flag bearership race for the MPP. Okay, so coming into this is quite new to us. We haven't heard this anywhere before. This is the first time Kennedy himself is coming out to assess this. So let us look at Kennedy as a personality. Aside from, wanting to run and having heavyweights and all of that, no, that is going to involve a lot of money. Yes, we've heard you yourself say that you have a lot of cash. So maybe cash will not be a problem for you. But at the end of the day, even if you have cash, one, attempt to become flag bearer could really eat into your finances. And I am not too sure if you're going to get, too many donors or people supporting you financially. You may have to bankroll it yourself. And that may be weighty, or that may be a bit, you may feel the pinch going forward. So please, if you're going to contest, make sure this is something you really want and you're going all out. Other than that, it's just going to be a waste of money for you, okay? And people will support you. They'll tell you all sorts of things. Oh, chairman, you can chop, you can win and all of that. But maybe they are just interested in some small cuts that they will make. Oh, we are going to erect billboards. Give us money for 20 billboards. You give them money, they'll go and put up 3 or 4. And then the rest of the money they pocket. See, boys need to get jobs to do or need something to do. So if you are not careful, people will just spend your money. And at the end of the day, you may not even win the primaries. So all I'm saying is that just be sure this is what you really want to do before you throw the information out there. Don't let anybody push you into it. Don't let what people are saying, give you wrong inspiration to go and contest and waste money. Okay, good. So having said that, let's pick Kennedy as an individual and try to assess some of the qualities he has, both positive and negative. Okay, I must put out a disclaimer. First of all, both Kennedy Agyapong and Alan Manting are old boys of the secondary school I happen to have attended, which is Adisadal College. So I am heavily biased towards these two. Heavily biased towards these two. So at the end of the day, because I want to have bragging rights to say that, oh, my school has also produced a president. Of course, we would one day want to see a Santa Clausian ascend the throne of what? Presidency. But we all agree that beyond, that's just on a lighter side, we all agree that the presidency is not about my schoolmate or my friend. It's not about friendship. It's about, the one who has the right leadership skills to be able to deliver on the job. Where we are now as a country, as a nation, we need somebody who will take us from point A to point Z, because we've kept too long on our journey, okay, and a lot of things are wrong. So even though I may be heavily biased, but if it is, the facts have to be spoken, okay. So for Kennedy, I think that he has a lot of strengths, which he brings to the table. First of all, I think he's quite frank. A lot of people can attest to the fact that he's quite frank, speaks the truth most of the time. It may not be all the time, because I'm not too sure you can say that about politicians in general, but most of the time it appears he's quite frank. We can also talk about the fact that he appears to be a no-nonsense person, and we need such a leader to help clean our systems, to help clean our institutions, to help get rid of some of the corruption which is going on in the system. So yes, these are some of the attributes which can help him in his quest. He also has heavy grassroots support, or he has made us believe that he has heavy grassroots support. It appears most of those at the grassroots like to fraternize with him, go to him whenever they have challenges and issues, try to reach him and all of that when they have issues. So that would also come in handy as far as his intentions are concerned. Now, the negative side, which some people have spoken to, is that he's quick-tempered. Some of his utterances are undiplomatic, and that may cost us in the long run. And many people, or some people, will look at that and use that as a basis to decide against him. So these are some of his positives and negatives. Again, one of the positives is that he is known to be a successful businessman with interest in the media, interest in real estate, with interest in, agric sector, which, where he owns some cold stores and so on, and also, many landed properties. So at the end of the day, all of these things would go to his favor. Some of these things will go into, towards helping his quest. But the question still remains. I think it's too early to call as to whether he would eventually become president or not. It's even too early for us to, because he still has the primaries to scale. If he's able to scale through the primaries successfully, then we can have that conversation as to whether he'll make a fine president or not. When we have him as a flag bearer, or if we should have him as a flag bearer, then we can compare him to, the other contestants or other people who are running for president or vying for presidency, and we compare their policies and manifestos, and that could give us a clearer picture. But for now, I was taken aback. I was shocked by his declaration, to be frank with you, because I was not expecting Kennedy to come up with that proclamation since all along he declared that he didn't have any intentions of running for president, but he arrived at that conclusion recently. So at the end of the day, we would wish him all the best, but he has a huge task ahead. If he thinks he's just going to put it out there and go to sleep and that the boys will work for him, it's not going to happen. A lot of hard work will have to go into to make this dream a reality. Being a first-time contestant, he would have to face a lot of hurdles. And I'm not sure so far if any flag bearer or any contestant for the MPP has been able to become a flag bearer, per the first time they contested. Many of them had to go 2 or 3 times or run 2 or 3 times before they became flag bearers. Anything can happen though, but at the end of the day, if we can take some clues and lessons from history, the history of MPP, it may be the situation that this may not be his time. But we cannot be conclusive. Like I've said, this is purely a democratic process. Delegates may decide in his favor, who knows? And the status quo may change. At the end of the day, they were talking about breaking the eight. One of his points is that he's going to focus on the tourism sector, and the tourism sector will help us as a nation come out of all of our economic woes. It is quite, it's quite interesting that he has taken things from that perspective. So we wait and hope to see how things will go or pan out. Let's see how delegates will decide on this matter. Okay. In the meantime, if you like my videos, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and also let us know what you think. Will Kennedy make a fine president? Do you think he's going to scale the primaries? Yes or no? You can put that in the comments section, and you can let the world know what you also think on this matter. Thank you, and see you for our next series. Bye-bye for now.